I do think it's very important. The older we're getting, always ask the questions. Always ask a doctor first before you Google or ask ChatGPT, my bestie. Always definitely ask a doctor first. But I don't know. Do what's best for you. Yeah. And at the end of the day, if someone's going to judge you, they're going to judge you. But I think at this point, it's been around for so long that it's like, whatever. Hey girl, hey, we are back with another episode of Kingdom Confessions, and this one is going to be a little different than previous ones because the amount of questions that I got on tell us more about the GLP-1, about your hormone panel, about your blood work, about this, about that. It was so overwhelming that I told my best friend Taryn, who is sitting here with me, like, can we do another quick episode and talk about it? So we're going to spend the next 15, 20 minutes just chit-chatting about the whole process and kind of what, she found out, what she's doing, what I'm going to probably start doing, and just general questions because I've had friends that have done it too. So topic today is about GLP-1s, a little bit of hormone, a little bit of blood work, and the doctor that we went to. We'll probably have to put her name at the bottom, I'm assuming. Yeah. But she's great. Oh, she's because amazing. I was like, I have, a normal doctor, I have a gyno, I have all these doctors, but I feel like I've never been told so many things about my body that she told me. And I was
I just think she spends so much time,
yes,
which is great. I will say, I think it's absolutely great. Unless you're in the other room, waiting for her to come in there.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? One of the first times I went, she was a little bit late, which after I spent time with her, I was like, okay, this is why she was late. Yeah. And I can appreciate it, right? Because I think that is what makes what she does so special because she does spend so much more time with you. Yeah. Her appointments that she schedules are for, an hour, and she wants to answer any questions and really educate you on the process and what you're putting in your body and what's, maybe is going on with your body. Yeah. So
Taryn, so backstory, Taryn and I really quick went to lunch one day to talk about work, and I was like, oh my God, you look great. What are you doing? And what's happening? And I was like, I'm having all these issues with hormones. And she was like, I'm so glad you brought this up and asked me about this because I just went to this lady. She's kind of far out, which it was an hour for me. But then the way I drive, it was 45 minutes. And she was like, but I'm telling you, the knowledge that she told me, the things that I found out, I've never received from any other doctor before. And I was like, what's so common these days is that. Yeah. Bethany, one of my best friends, literally was she's 45 and she's like, this doctor that I go to now, she's a hormone specialist. She's telling me all these things. And she's like, don't ever let a doctor tell you that you don't know what you're talking about.
Or nothing's wrong.
Or nothing's wrong. Yeah. Right. And so she told me about her and she went and got blood work done. She also is on, which one? Mounjaro. And because there's so many different ones. And I was like, hey, tell me more. So she was telling me all these things. She also looks so good. She's like, I just feel great. I don't have the time to work out like I normally do. I've got to do all these things with 3 kids and work full-time, work for you and have a husband and all the things. And I was like, oh my God. Okay. I was like, but again, she was like, I didn't necessarily want to get on the shot for just weight loss. I wanted to get on it because it's helping me with my insides, the inflammation, all of these things. And also she found out all these things with just blood work alone.
Yeah.
How many vials did they take? 5?
Yeah, I think it's 4 or 5.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. But the thing is it's just one prick. Yeah. It's just one prick, then they, switch out the vials with the thing. But and I can appreciate because they check more than just your normal, it is an extensive blood, she checks all of the things. And one of the things that she told me that I just thought was so crazy is, I guess 2 big things. My ferritin levels were extremely, extremely low. And so, I went to her to say, hey, I would like to lose some weight. Is there, what can we do? This, that, and the other. And she was like, I can give you the shot today. You are going to feel like crap. And I was like, well, why? Why? Yeah. She was like, well, that ferritin level is so low that I'm going to see you back here in, 2 or 3 days because you really need an iron infusion. I just didn't have time that day. I think I had to go get tea in or something. But it takes an hour or something. And I had already been there an hour. Yeah. So sure enough, started a shot. And 3 days later, I called her and I was like, okay, I am not feeling good. Yeah. Because they were so low. It was supposed to be at 95. That's kind of baseline where she wants you, and mine was at 14.
Yeah.
And the ferritin has something to do with iron and stuff. And so then she put me on like a medicated iron like supplement as well. And then the other like big thing that I thought was super interesting is she does kind of like a kind of high level gut sensitivity.
Oh, okay.
And so like mine is potatoes, wheat, rice. So I love like eating just like white rice and taco meat. Like I think it's a quick and easy like meal, you know, those type of things. But like I normally don't feel great after it. Like my stomach kind of feels ick. Vodka is made out of potatoes and most wheat, sometimes rice, you know, so like
beer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't drink beer.
I know. I would hate to have a wheat tolerance.
Well, hopefully you don't.
Hopefully I don't. Yeah.
But I mean, it's just great to like get her to like, and I love that she does that, not just like, hey, here's a shot, you go on.
Yeah.
Like she's not that at all. And like the way this scale wasn't the scale crazy?
Yeah. So say this guy got on the scale when I went to her eventually, and I was like, okay, I want you to tell me the same things. I want to do blood work. I want to talk to her about the shot too. And I got on the scale and it literally measures every single thing: body mass, water intake. I was like, she's like, let's talk about your water intake. And I was like, let's not.
Yeah. She tells me every time I'm still not getting enough water. I'm drinking so many waters. Like, and I feel like I go to the bathroom a lot. So like maybe it's just going straight through me. I don't know. But like, I thought I was doing good. And I was like, yeah, you know, I carried like this water bottle in, and I was like, yeah. And she was like, but do you put ice in it? And do you drink it from a straw? And I was like,
do you stand up when you drink?
Yeah. She told me, she was like, you should always stand up when you drink water. It'll go down faster. And don't drink out of a straw. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I know, like, you know, your lips will get the lines and stuff, but that's the only reason I'd say like drink out of a straw. When I got my lips done, you know, almost a year ago, I was like, she told me not to drink out of a straw for a little bit. So I kind of cut that out anyway. Yeah. But like, then when the doctor was telling me, I was like, oh, well, that's weird. But like the scale is crazy because you don't think it's doing that much. You're like literally just standing there, but then it like weighs your arms, each arm and each leg and
the muscle in it, your muscle to your compared to your bone mass.
Yes.
And you literally feel like you're not doing the most when you feel like you may be doing the most outside of that.
Yeah.
But she's like, how much protein are you taking in? What do you eat on a normal basis?
Yeah.
I mean, it is just, if you ever go to this doctor or a similar doctor, just know and prepare yourself that like, they're going to tell you do more.
Yeah.
I mean, like, maybe not
always
everyone,
could probably do more. I mean, I think, I don't know, probably you could. Maybe not everybody, you're right. But like most people probably would do more. Like even the people that drink a ton of water, I feel like they probably could drink more or eat more protein or whatever like that. But like, yeah, she basically told me like, you're not getting enough protein. She still tells me that, but I'm like, I do. I try really hard.
I know.
I know. But yeah,
I think we try our best to do what we were basically told to do from everyone, the internet and all these voices that we hear, especially the older that we're getting. And I think just being in tune with your body and knowing what works, because I will say when she told me you need to be eating 100 grams of protein, I was like, say what? And I was like, I eat cottage cheese and I'm doing this and I'm eating this.
But why did she say not cottage cheese?
Because it's not sticking to your muscles, it goes right back out. Whereas something as good, clean proteins is going to stick to your muscle and make you have the muscle mass. And then your bones are going to be stronger. And then, you know, everything just kind of trickles down. But it was something new to me that she was like, you can have cottage cheese, but you need to have it with other things.
Yeah.
And that can also be part of your protein intake. But
that can't solely be.
No, and I was literally eating it as like the meal and like a turkey stick. And she was like, okay, no. And I was like, okay, fine. So then she told me, she gave me like make a shake and then make sure you add this protein powder and you're adding, you know, good things to a shake. And I was like, okay, but I'm going to tell you right now, it has changed the way I go to the bathroom. So, because a lot more protein than you take in, come right back out quickly. So just know that I've had to learn, even though she told me this is what you should be doing, take it slow.
Yeah.
Don't just automatically think you need 100 grams right then. You just got to take it slow and ease into it.
Yeah.
But with the shot, you did Mounjaro back. When did you start?
So I started at the beginning of summer, but then there was like times that I didn't take the shot weekly.
Okay.
Like when we went on family vacation, I didn't take it, I think like 2 weeks before that when we went to Miami together, I didn't take it.
More because you didn't want to feel like shit.
Yeah. And it just kind of like makes you not want to drink alcohol. Really, honestly.
I was gonna ask that, yeah.
It does. It kind of is just like, meh.
Okay.
And not that I was like going on vacation for that, but
Yeah.
like, you know, I knew
you wanna
that
have a good time.
Yeah, we were going to have a good time and
Yeah.
we would be drinking and those type of things. But yeah, so I guess it's been since, off and on since probably June, and I've lost, it's kind of scary to say, but like 30 pounds.
She looks great though. I don't even know that you had 30 pounds to lose, but
Yeah. But I don't know. She tells me I'm skinny fat, so I guess I need to get some more muscle on me, but it's fine.
I think
fine.
the shot can do that though, right?
Well, I mean, it's that protein intake. It's then, you know, the consistency of, and she's told me, she said, you know, you've got to find some consistency. I don't care if it's walking up and down your stairs at home for 30 minutes every single day. You have to be consistent with it.
Yeah.
So I have been trying to be a lot more, what is the word?
Discipline.
That and like intentional about walking. You know, I really try to like get my, 10,000 steps or whatever. At least it's something, right?
Yeah.
Because I just don't have the time to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I say I don't have the time. I could wake up at 4:00 in the morning and do it, but like,
we're all tired.
I mean, I know it's just an excuse. That's what Jason would tell me. So, but yeah. So yeah, and it was weekly, and now I've really I haven't taken it in probably a month.
And she tells you to do that to not do it for like maintenance, or is she?
Well, she kind of told me this last time, and I didn't really listen. So shame on me. I'd probably get my arm slapped when I talk to her tomorrow. But she told me to go ahead and take it again, but then really try to get that protein in there, because what is going to happen is, you're going to get that protein, and that protein is going to get the muscle, and the muscle is still going to weigh more. And so you may feel like you're gaining weight, but you're really not, type thing. But with all of like the appendicitis and all of the things, I just kind of like, just been. But also I'll tell you that like at this point in the journey that I'll say, and she told me when I first came, right? Like it's not a 2-month journey and then you're done, right? Like it's like a year type thing, like because she wants you to do it the right way. I've just kind of like, I don't eat as much as I used to. Like I used to can eat like, because I love food. I love a good meal, but like and I've been doing a lot of like intermittent fasting, and so I don't eat until, lunch most of the time, and then I'll have a little lunch and a little dinner, and a protein shake, and lots of water.
Right. And I will say I had friends who have been on it before, and I'm like, do you feel like you get hungry or like you feel like you're just going to go back to what you were like previously, or when you get off of it after you stop taking it? And most of them say no, because you do start doing the same things that you were doing before. You get in the same habits. You definitely don't eat as much. You catch yourself when you're full, then you're full and you stop eating. So I like need to learn those kind of things.
Well, and I think like, too, and I think too, like, and it will say, I guess because of those ferritin levels that were so low, it made me gravitate towards carbs. Yeah. And so then I would be going to grab, a bag of chips or, this, that, and the other. Now it's more, I'll go, if I do feel like I need a little snack of some sort, I'll go grab, some mixed nuts or, something a little more healthy, a protein shake, or, I know
you're more intentional.
Yes. Yeah. Chomps isn't that great. I know it says, and she'll tell you, and and she tells you too, she was like, just because it says 7 grams,
definitely
grams of protein, really, whenever you break it down, it's probably like 3 because it's processed. And I mean,
she tells you, and it has cholesterol, and it has this, and it has that.
Yeah. But I'm also not one that like can only drink my meals.
No, I can't either.
I that's just not.
I'm also going to enjoy life a little bit.
Correct.
But
yes,
I think with her, because I'm excited to go back to her because she seriously is like, do this, and you will see results. And like, even though sometimes you have the food noise in the background and you have this and that, and you're like, well, I really wanted this and I really want to have a beverage or I really want a glass of wine. She's like, okay, or you do this and that. Like sometimes I feel like I need to be told that, not just listening to the voices in my head. Yeah.
And I think too, like you can still have those things. I think it's definitely the cravings kind of they just subside a little bit more. And then sometimes the side effects are not, that will tell you, is that really worth, that glass of wine or that late night meal? You know what I mean?
What are your worst side effects? Like what are your side effects that you've had from it? Good and bad.
So done a lot of good ones. I mean, losing weight has been great, right?
Well, inflammation, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely don't feel as puffy, right? Like, but you have to think about it. So you're not putting in a lot of, sodium and all of those things that you do when you normally are eating whatever you do, right? But I mean, I will say nausea is one. It's real, but she'll tell you.
That's the most common.
Yeah, but she'll tell you, like, if you are eating and drinking what I tell you to, you won't have those. And I'm like, okay, well, I've tried really hard, but like, it is hard.
Everyone's different too.
Everyone's different. Oh yeah, everyone is different. But I will say too, like, she's just really good at educating you, and you could change it, right? Like, yeah, I could truly do with that. But again, I'm not going to change my whole life just for that, right? Like, I'm not going to go to dinner and be like, sorry, I'm not going to eat because
I haven't need to drink my protein shake.
Exactly.
Did you have, because I've had friends who have had constipation and I've had friends who had the opposite.
So both, yes.
Okay.
And I think at first she'll tell you to take magnesium. I think do it. And don't wait, right? Like, and so that really helps. The magnesium helps at night. And then she also, what I really like about her too is, like, on her website, she has this like shop link that like tells you, like, hey, these are the things you need to be looking for.
Yeah.
Right. Type thing. So that's really nice too. And there was, or you can take something to, kind of help move it along.
Right.
But there's also been times that once I was taking the magnesium and I was getting in the habit of it, it was the other, it was a lot faster.
It was out quickly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's nothing, I don't know. And everybody's like, is it worth it? I mean, in the moment, sometimes you're like, is this worth it?
Yeah.
But yes, it has. Like, it really
You feel
has.
great. You look great.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And one thing Taryn said to me at dinner that I literally was like, okay, now I really want to look into it, is she will get it to where if you have insurance, she will have your insurance cover it.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Yeah. She's going to
and not a lot of doctors will do that. They just will take your money and say, thank you so much. See you next time you need another round.
Yeah. I mean, and thankfully, like, my insurance covers it 100%. So I pay $0 for it. So
which I think is incredible because, again, and people can be judging us right now. It's fine. This is why we're talking about it.
Sure.
But
there will be people judging.
Yeah. And for me, I just think if you're not talking about it, you're still thinking about it. So why not talk about it? And I have no judgment on anyone that wants to do anything that they want to do, because there are so many things out there that you could be doing that are also illegal. So again, if you need to do the legal things, you do you. But I think for anyone that wants to try it and look into it, we are definitely, I want to put a link to the doctor that we used and any other questions that you have, because if there's a doctor that can get it to you, that's a much more affordable way than some other people out there, I think I would love to be able to provide that for people. Yeah. And obviously, hopefully this has answered a lot of your questions today. I'm going to be doing a follow-up with the same doctor. I'm going to be asking for, I think she told me, it was the other one, not Mounjaro, that she wants to start me on. I think it's that.
So that is the, it was just like the medicine that's in it. It was the brand is Mounjaro.
Okay, there you go. See,
I'm pretty sure I said that right. Okay, I'm pretty sure. But like, because on the sheet of paper that she gave you, there was like semaglutide on this side, and Mounjaro, and
there was a lot in it, big words,
and the tirzepatide. I think they're one and the same. The Mounjaro is the name brand, whereas the tirzepatide is more the generic, or vice versa.
Okay,
I think they're one and the same. It's that medicine that's in it is more the same. One's more expensive, one's less expensive.
And I did tell her, I said, I don't want to do anything super extensive or super like major at first, because I did have the surgery like almost 2 years ago. And I still feel like, and I tell people this all the time, like I don't eat as much as I used to with that, but I still want something maybe to microdose to just maintain. And that's pretty much what you're doing right now. It's just maintaining part of it. And
because I'm she'll tell you the food noise that like, or food noise or hunger noise or whatever it's called, will start coming back. And that if you want to take a shot. And I also am, I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job. And it was the appendicitis and all the things, which I haven't even got to tell her about, because I haven't seen her. So I talked to her tomorrow. So we'll talk to her about that.
But I do think it's very important. The older we're getting, always ask the questions. Always ask a doctor first before you Google or ask ChatGPT, my bestie. Always definitely ask a doctor first. But I don't know. Do what's best for you. Yeah. And at the end of the day, if someone's going to judge you, they're going to judge you. But I think at this point, it's been around for so long that it's like, whatever. Like, I think you look great. And
Thank you.
I think you do whatever you need to do. And there's no judgment on anybody. So again, that's why I wanted to do something short and sweet, because of people that were asking, like, they wanted a little more questions on what you had done. I'm doing blood work tomorrow. And so I'll keep you guys posted on that, which by the time this episode comes out, you probably will already know if you put stories. But hopefully there's nothing crazy that she finds. But I just feel like the older we get, the more important it is to listen to your body. If you feel something's wrong, you feel tired, you feel ragey, like I feel all the time, like, is there something that I need to be doing? And so I think it's important. So,
but I just think that, like, it's important to take those steps, even if you don't get on it, even if you don't get on the shot. Like, I think that knowing what is going on inside your body 100%. Is going to be helpful. Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power. And this is our little push, little nudge to just go get that blood work done, because as much as I don't want to do it, and I haven't had coffee in 12 hours, and that'll be 24 hours tomorrow, it's fine.
12 hours.
Yeah. I'm like, so it'll be fine. I'll have a little sippy of Diet Coke, but that's going to do nothing to me and my nerves. So this is our little nudge. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, please ask, DM me, let me know. We're going to put the doctor's info at the bottom of this podcast, and then I'll also put it in the link in my story. So thanks, Taryn.
Yeah.